And I think you were so nice to
And it's
invite
all
me
been a
to your
secret.
party.
It's been a secret all this week, you know.
Oh, has it?
Heavens, he's been so busy and he wouldn't tell me what's going on. I knew there was something going on. I had absolutely no idea it was going to be a party.
Well, we had a nice surprise. That's what I like.
I had a very good surprise.
Where's Grandma's, the ginger ale? I told you to grab the ginger ale. Here. That's it.
Thank you.
I didn't know that.
No, only one now.
I'm gonna get her drunk.
Sit down and, this is my chair, the president's chair. Sit down. It's not my favorite chair, but.
Your cake is very nice, Connie.
Thank you.
It is delicious cake, isn't
We're gonna
it?
have to talk and eat.
St. Patrick's Day cake.
Yeah, we, special green frosting, so we can light the top of it.
Mm. I give up coming tonight.
I think this has been a very nice party. And I think you did an excellent job.
And I want to thank you very much for inviting Grandma up to have a nice time with you. Thank you for making us the decorations are beautiful and the fashion is all by yourself.
Is excellent.
Well, thank you. And thank Mommy too. For that delicious cake. You helped me. What's your name? What's your name?
Sure, you got a name ticket. Your name is Horgan.
That can be thrown out.
Your name used to be Robert Howe, but it's Horgan, not Horgan.
Okay.
Fasten the Jesus. What if we
Your
got
next Hogan. Oh, made by Mom and Arch. Your next Hogan annual party will be in observance of April Fool's Day, Easter, the month of April, and the month of May. Okay?
Very good.
And until then, this is Algernon Hogan speaking to you from the living room of the Hogan's house, and good night.
Winterset Acres, Florida.
From New England. Alright. Alright. This has been your CBS Evening with the Hogan's party. We hope you've enjoyed it. Goodbye.
Explorer, expert in marine biology. Stan Waterman searches the world for adventure. With him goes his wife Suzanne and their three children, Gordy, Susie,
Is it really cold?
and Gord.
Yeah, my mom.
They share the dangers and difficulties of his work, and they share, too, the reward. Strange and beautiful world below the surface. I want them to see it, to understand it, and apply what they've seen to the world around them. Polynesian Adventure, brought to you by Encyclopedia Britannica, The Mind Builder, and Hamilton, beautiful time, year after year after year. Family. A trip to French Polynesia, sponsored by the National Geographic Society, provides a chance to relive the most exciting year of their lives. It meant taking the children out of school in Princeton, but I felt that what they would learn here would be more than worth the interruption. At Point Venus, Dan Waterman begins their informal education. April 13, 1769, Captain James Cook first dropped anchor in neighboring Matavai Bay. Cook returned to England with tales of noble savages in a tropic paradise. Later, a serene and independent people were invaded by outsiders who brought firearms to the island and disease, and what is to some the most destructive of all gifts, progress. A modern fable holds that civilization spoils all it touches. But tropic heat, mosquitoes, and intestinal parasites tend to take the edge off idols. Refrigeration and outboard motors enhance the heating, not hide it. The streets of Papeete reveal a Parisian influence. The people themselves reflect racial strains attracted by the city's position on world trade routes.
Direct from our GBS newsroom in Minnesota, Florida. This is the GBS News Special Report, a preview of Apollo 12. Here now, correspondent Alfred Robert Hogan. Alfred? Good evening. It is less than 6 days now to the liftoff of Apollo 12. This is the second lunar landing mission. There won't be any historic shenanigans, shall we call them, in this mission as there were in Apollo 11. This will be more purely scientific and engineering flight. The astronauts, Charles Conrad, Alan Boone, and Gordon Cooper, are getting ready in their final training for the liftoff, which will be at 11:22 this Friday, November 5th.
You feel good. Well, that was the typical friendly CDR smile. Right. Still, I consider I got a better beard than I do. Straight teeth, but 100 miles. Hey, that picture's fantastic. Dave, let's just hold it. Jim, let's hold it right there for a while. That's really a terrific shot, Jim, with getting the Earth in the background, and the clearness of the command module is outstanding. It's a clear command module. All right. Spider, this is Houston. Do we still have you in voice here? Sure do. Just kind of busy here. That's why we're not talking. Okay, I understand. Well, I'm doing it for sure. We're recharging the plate. And I'm eating my lunch. Yeah, the commander is talking while he's eating. That's what it is.
The sound launch of the country's newest interplanetary spacecraft, the first of two such vehicles scheduled to fly close by the planet Mars later in the year. The craft is called Mariner. Its identical companion is undergoing final preparations for launch right now. Though the twin Mariners will have been launched a month apart, a difference in flight paths will place them in the vicinity of Mars within a few days of each other. There, from an altitude of some 2,000 miles above the red planet's surface, the major job will begin. Snap high-resolution television pictures of the Martian surface. measure atmospheric temperatures, density, and composition, and do so with much more sophistication than a previous Mariner flight to Mars back in 1965. The 1969 Mariner mission to Mars is the responsibility of NASA's Jet Propulsion Laboratory in Pasadena, California. With the first Mariner well into its multi-million-mile flight path and the second vehicle about to be launched, JPL's director, Dr. William Pickering, looked at Mariner's objectives in comparison to the 1965 mission.
We expect to get very much better photographs of the planet than we did with our first mission to Mars in 1964-65. The television system is a greatly improved system. The spacecraft is larger and heavier, and the communication system to the planet is very much better than it was back in 1964. And so far, everything is working very well.
JPL Director Dr. William Pickering. Project manager for the two Mariner spacecraft, H.M. Schermeyer, continued by elaborating on the schedule of events lying ahead for the vehicles when they pass by Mars.
They're scheduled to arrive at Mars about the 1st of August, and they will arrive about 5 days apart. We will make one or two maneuvers on the way in order to achieve the guidance accuracy which we need, which will place them about 2,000 miles from the surface of the planet as they fly by. The two spacecraft are scheduled to fly by Mars on different trajectories in order to give us more complete coverage of the planet. We'll take a series of approach pictures, giving us complete coverage of the planet at better resolution than we get from Earth. During the close flyby, we will take additional sets of pictures, the best of which we hope will give us resolutions of about 300 yards, considerably better than those obtained from Mariner 4. In addition, we have on board two spectrometers, one operating in the infrared, one operating in the ultraviolet, and an infrared radiometer. The combination of these instruments and the television cameras will give us much better information on the environment, both surface and atmospheric conditions on the planet Mars.
No life detection instruments as such will be carried with the Mariner vehicles. However, information gathered about the Martian environment should provide scientists with valuable clues as to whether forms of life could evolve and survive under such conditions. This information, in turn, will aid in the design of actual life detection instruments currently scheduled to be landed on the surface of the Red Planet in 1973. Those are the highlights. A status check on our current planetary exploration mission. The Mariner Mars 1969 story from NASA's Jet Propulsion Laboratory, Pasadena, California.